Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be teaching you guys a method that I've used to absolutely break No Man's Sky. Now if you want to play the game legitimately, feel free to go for it, oi oi. Feel free to play the game how you're supposed to, but this is a method for absolutely crunching money. You can use your usual chlorine farms in tandem with this. I'm not going to bother teaching you guys, I'm sure you are well aware. But yeah, you can just duplicate chlorine with oxygen and sell the chlorine at a huge amount of money. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. I think the method that I'm about to show you guys is 100 times more efficient because you don't need to wait for the demand and stuff to go down. And if you're not very rich for warp cells, you don't need to keep traveling to different systems or teleporting everywhere. Just in general, I think it's a bit more time efficient rather than money efficient. So what you're basically going to be doing is I've got my A-class hauler here. I'm basically going to be trading it in for any other A-class ship I want, scrapping the new ship and getting this ship back completely for free. So in order for this method to really work efficiently, my recommendation is either have any sort of A-class ship that's worth a decent amount of money, or even a B or C class hauler will do the trick. That's either or will work. I've got an A-class hauler, which is more or less one of the most expensive ships in the game, so I can more or less trade this thing in for anything. I think some haulers can be up to roughly $100 million, or units. So yeah. So what you want to have on your ship is an economy scanner, first of all. So install one of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the galaxy map. So I've kind of been around this rough area where my system is, blah blah blah. So what we're looking for is a 3-star. So you see next to the Korvac's head, there's a little 3-star there, that's a 3-star economy. So we're going to warp to this system here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to sit in the space station. So the reason we're looking for a 3-star economy is with that economy there tends to be more A and S tier ships. Now we can sell C and B tier, but I'm not too bothered, I'm a wee bit past that, but if it works for you, if you're still early enough in the game that that is still relevant to you, absolutely go for it. But I think A and S tier is your best bet. Reason being is the ships sell for more units, and the ships also drop all their mods, and A and S tier mods sell for a lot more nanites, which we can also get with this method. So I was doing this earlier, I tried to record this video earlier and you couldn't hear my audio, which is just great, we just love it. But you can make general like stuff like copper, emerald, cobalt, and then this is your scraps here. So what we're going to do is just going to wait for a ship. I'm actually going to clear out my inventory before something comes in. Make sure you keep on top of that because your inventory fills up very very quickly with all of this. Oh, hello, my dog is sitting on my foot. So yeah, you will sell the ship for however much money, but the money will not go straight into your inventory. It'll be in the form of these scraps that you can sell. I really don't think there's any other use to them other than just selling them, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Now for me just now, money is definitely not a problem. I'm doing this just for the starship augmentation. You can also get the augmentations for your freighters from this, but I've only had 2 ever drop, so I wouldn't go out of my way. There's probably better ways to do it. But this is just a quick way anyone in the medium to end game can make money. So I'm just going to pick a random ship. Say this guy, you. What is your ship? C-class? Ooh, get away from me. You sir, what is your ship? A-class, perfect. So I'm going to exchange my ship, even though my ship is worth significantly more. Not going to transfer anything over. These guys generally stand around in the space station for about 2 minutes, so I wouldn't really wait around too often because you want to get your ship back. So claim scrap, blah 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 blah. So you've got the ship scrapped. Now quickly run back to the liquidator to your original ship. So here he is, or whatever his name is now, but it's usually liquidator. I think it's just for Vikians, blah blah blah. Offer for the ship, negotiate price, and here we go. Claim the ship back completely for free, and now it's my baby again. Jump in, save it. There we go. So now we've just made all of these components that we can now sell. We've got these things as well. If you don't need them, you can sell those as well. yeah, that's pretty much this method. Just standing about waiting for A and S tier stuff. Make an offer. A tier, perfect, boom. I hope I've got enough room in my inventory. I actually don't think I do, but I'm going to take a risk because I'm a risky boy. So the general rule of thumb is your haulers are worth the most units. A, C, B, doesn't matter what class, they're generally worth the most units. Can I scrap it? I can. So that's why I would generally go for your haulers, hence why I'd recommend above all actually having a hauler yourself, because even a C class one's worth about 10 million units minimum. I know that A tier ones can go up to 100 million, so mine is pretty much the maximum amount of money that you can get, so I can get everything for free and just keep making infinite money. But if you're starting out and you're relatively early and you've got a C class hauler, save up money, buy a B or an A tier one, or even trade it in, and yeah, that's your best bet. Yeah, as well, whenever you sell or scrap a ship, it'll bring back your most recent ship. This one is mine. So if you've got another ship that you quite like, just remember, don't sell that one either. So for your nanites, he's landing on me. Okay. For your nanites, the way of making money for them, go over to these handsome gentlemen, or women, or thems, or robot, whatever. Speak to this guy, purchase, click sell, and then anything that you don't want to keep, I'm keeping all the S tier stuff because I've got a couple of fighters that I'd like to upgrade. But you can sell these, make a crap ton of money, and yeah. And here you go, you've got infinite nanites, infinite money, you can buy whatever freighter you want, any ship upgrades you want, augment anything you want, you're really set. I've had a couple of S tier ships appear, but they're not that common. I'd mainly be looking for your A class. If you're waiting a long time and nothing's happening, can't be, doesn't go to waste to buy a B class. You want to be as time efficient as possible, you know. C class, yeah, you're not worth my time. But yeah, that's basically this method. You can have it working with your chlorine farm as well. Best way to do that. Every single one of these guys you speak to, just quickly before you offer to buy their ship, just quickly go down, bam, buy all their oxygen, then check the ship. Not worth it, next guy. And then you can keep your farms topped up, keep going. Your chlorine method will get you about 6 million units per like stack of 9,999. Whereas this obviously depends on the luck you're having with the ships. I'd say you can make a lot more money and a lot faster. But hey, having both working at the same time is not going to hurt you at all. Just remember to keep jumping back and forth between your farm. And yeah, but I'm mainly in this for the storage because I like carrying a lot of stuff. So I hope that's been helpful to anyone in the kind of middle of the game that's looking to just make a crap ton of units and just start enjoying the higher tier stuff in this game, because it gets expensive to get nice freighters, nice ships, upgrades, nice multi-tool. So this will be your best bet. If you're even that stinking rich, you can, instead of buying the augmentations, you can literally, or even instead of just getting the augmentations, you can just buy the upgrades yourself. Upgrade. But once you've got a lot of storage, yeah, it gets really expensive. Usually it'll be lower than this, but my ship's nearly maxed. But you can do it for your multi-tool. Have a multi-tool that's not maxed out. Select you. Purchase new slot. Yeah, 1 million units, that's absolutely nothing at this point. So you can do that. Yeah, it gets more expensive the more slots you've got. 5 million, 8 million. You are nothing to me, I'm too rich. Okay, you're getting a bit expensive now. But yeah, that's this method. And I hope it helps. But yeah, just before you start it, generally recommend having a hauler of any kind that you want to trade in. And yeah, but start with whatever you've got, in all honesty. Yeah, even a C-class hauler, it's 4.5 million. I know they can be up to roughly 10 million. That's a lot of money, you know. So, yeah. Hope this helps. It is a bit of a way to break the game. If you want to be more legitimate with the game, and you can do more stuff with the economy and crash it, and you can sell your chlorine, wait for the demand to go down, and then buy all of it back. It's entirely up to yourself how you want to play it, but this is just one method that I've found, and hopefully it doesn't get patched soon. But I mean, the game's been out for this long and they haven't fixed it, so what's the chances? Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed, good luck, and yeah, peace.